A pleasant good morning. It's time for Mike's Morning Musings for Monday, March 2nd, 2026. Let me first wish my niece a happy birthday. Nikki Libby is, I don't even know how old Nikki is today, but happy birthday to Nikki. And it is March 2nd, 2026. And this version of Thelma and Louise ended a lot happier than the original version did because Maddie Provost and Ashley Shores led the Lawrence Bulldogs to a state championship on Friday night. What a terrific ball game for those two. They win, Lawrence does, 52-41, and they both had 19 points, but it was a real team effort for this Lawrence team that finished at 17-5 on the season. At the defensive end, it was the key. They were down by 5 at halftime. Actually, Oceanside came out, and after having a big B South final shooting threes, they came out and did it again against Lawrence in the first quarter. I think they ran out to either a 9-2 or an 11-2 lead, and Lawrence did not panic, and they cut it down to 5 at halftime, and then in the second half, put Oceanside in jail by only allowing them to shoot 3 for 22. That's real. 3 for 22 in the second half. Meanwhile, Lawrence smoked off 10 points in a row to start the second half, and they were on their way to a victory. A real story of resilience, stick-to-itiveness, perseverance by this Lawrence team. As Drew Bonifant pointed out in his story in the KJ and the Morning Sentinel, there were stumbles during the regular season, and there were some stumbles. And I had a chance yesterday during the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic to talk to both Maddie Provost and Ashley Shores and Peyton Cole and Amaya Lawyerson. I talked to Shores and Provost together, then Lawyerson and Shores, Lawyerson and Peyton Cole together as well. And those interviews, by the way, are in our coverage of the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic, which you can find on our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports. That's at Central Maine Sports. And I'll get to the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic in a second here. But in talking to the girls, and John Coughlin had pointed this out Saturday during our coverage again of the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic, the Lawrence girls played Erskine Academy in the final game of the regular season and beat them to get the number 3 seed. If they had lost that game, they would have played Coney in the prelim game. That's how close things were in Class B North and girls basketball, and that really gives you an idea of the range, I think, of emotions that Lawrence went through during the regular season. They had high points, they had low points, they got blown out by Gardner, they were beaten again by Oceanside. People doubted them, but I said when they beat Gardner that you never ever bet against Lawrence, and you never ever bet against Lawrence. And this was a scrappy ball club that had 2 big stars in Shores and Provost, but some good role players, and Lawyerson and Cole were among them. And Leah Tibbetts, some others as well, really pitching in to help Lawrence win. And what a great ending to a couple of great careers for Ashley Shores and Maddie Provost. They win titles as freshmen. They come back with loaded teams in their sophomore and junior years, including going undefeated last year in the regular season, lose in the semifinals, and then they come back their senior year. And if you look at things from a talent standpoint, after Shores and Provost, the talent drop off probably more than it's been in the 4 years or the couple of years since they won back 4 years ago. And they rise to the occasion and win. And I talked to both of them, and I encourage you to go and not only watch our coverage of the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic, but hear the interviews with the 4 young women from the Lawrence Bulldogs. Not only was it fun to talk to them, I was so impressed by just how they are, their way, the way they carry themselves. And I knew this about them already, but it really comes out in these interviews. And I do plan to condense them down to their own separate interviews. The first group of girls was Shores and Provost. The second group was Cole and Lawyerson, and I'll get those edited down so you can see those. But just very impressive. Happy for Lawrence. Happy for Greg Chesley. What a marvelous win. Happy for the Gardner boys as well. They win their first ever basketball championship, no matter what class that they've been in, and they bounced around like a lot of teams. They win a gold ball in Class B. They win their first ever state title. They hold off Yarmouth 58-54. So congratulations to the Gardner Tigers boys for winning the state championship. Now, we did have coverage over the weekend of the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic, which went on Friday night. We started covering things on Saturday. John Coughlin was with me all day Saturday. Amy Langtang was with me all day yesterday. We had a broadcast booth full of Lawrence women who have won gold balls, because Amy, of course, was a member of the 91 team that won the first gold ball in the Cindy era, the first of 4. So I had all kinds of women with their gold basketballs yesterday in Fairfield. And the coverage yesterday, I think you'll find fun. We had some marvelous performances. The Lawrence girls won, got a buzzer beater by Charlotte Robillard at the end of overtime to win in their game against Oceanside. It was not a good weekend to be an Oceanside girls fan. And on the boys' side, we saw a really good Maranacook team just take out Gray New Gloucester in the 5th and 6th grade, led by Landon Magnuson, the son of Travis Magnuson and Karen Searoyce Magnuson. He was a treat to watch. And also we had Miles Daigle on that team, whose dad is Nick, a very well-known official now, whose mother, very well-known Holly, as the head coach of the Coney girls field hockey team. Those two are fun to watch. Those are names we're going to hear from before. And, you know, when we started covering the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic 3 years ago, the big 6th grade star, some guy named Carter Brathwaite. He's become a pretty good player for the Coney Rams. So, lots to get to. If you go to our YouTube channel at Central Maine Sports, our interviews with the girls from the Lawrence Bulldogs, and also all of the games Saturday and Sunday from the Fairfield Pal Bulldog Classic. And onward we go this weekend to the 3rd and 4th graders. Our coverage of that will start on Saturday morning. Enjoy the day. I'll see you tomorrow.